Hello again, everybody. And as promised, this is my final video in regards to the UEFA Champions League final tomorrow, which is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Don't know where you guys are from, so it'll be at a different time of the day. But if you're going to watch it, then if you have plans to watch it at least, I'm sure by now you know what time it's going to be at in your local country. So, I made a prediction video a week or so ago about who I thought was going to win the Champions League final in the All Madrid Derby, the rematch of 2014 between Atletico and Real Madrid. And in that video, I stated that Atletico would win because they were the team that were in the best form at the moment, coming off two really tough opponents in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. It would only make sense that they go on to win the title against another really strong opponent, one that they're most familiar with, Real Madrid. So, in looking at the forms of the two teams, that's how I felt at the time. And right now, that's how I still feel. However, there are a few caveats to this. I think that Atletico's defense is vastly superior to Real's, and they're going to be looking to catch Real on the counterattack, just as they did in games against Barca and Bayern. That's been their strategy so far, and it's been very effective. Antoine Griezmann has been absolutely lethal this season in pairing with Fernando Torres. And looking at the match ahead for tomorrow, you get a feel that the style that they played against their quarterfinal and semifinal opponents is pretty much going to be what we should expect to see tomorrow. I think, though, however, that if Real Madrid scores the first goal, it's over. What do I mean by that? If Real manages to punch its way through Atletico's defense and grabs the first goal, it's going to force Atletico to open up their back line, to push forward, play a high-line game, and then leave themselves exposed on the counter against Real. And at that point, we could potentially see the floodgates open and Real Madrid win this game 2-0, 3-0, maybe a larger margin. Now, Atletico's stronghold has always been their defense, with Diego Godin in the back, who's really the rock of the back four. Diego Simeone relies on him heavily. So if Real does score the first goal, Real will win their 11th title in Zidane's very first season. But the few concerns I have about Real is you look at their quarterfinal clash and you look at their semifinals clash they had with Manchester City, they have not really been in impressive form. I remember that they defeated Manchester City only 1-0 over the course of 180 minutes of playing in two legs. They should have beat them by a larger margin than that. No offense to Manchester City. But Real really has not been itself as of late. They got to the final on sheer individual talent alone. And I think that against Atletico Madrid, a team that knows them very well, they know Atletico very well, of course, too. But I think against Atletico, they won't be able to get away with some of their stagnant play that they displayed in the previous stages of the Champions League bracket. So I'm going to stick with my prediction. I'm going to say Atletico will win. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I think. A week ago, I said only 1-0. But I can also see a 2-1. I can also see a 2-1 in extra time for Atletico. So 1-1 after 90 minutes, and then Atletico grabs it in extra time and gets revenge from the final in 2014, where they were defeated in extra time by Real. Again, don't expect to see 5 goals as we did in the 2014 final when Real Madrid just ran rampant on Atletico's back line in extra time, causing heartbreak to many Atleti fans. I think that Atletico is a lot more tactically disciplined this time around, and if they get the first goal, I don't expect them to give up the lead. Now, what Atletico has to do to be careful here, though, is if they get the first goal, they shouldn't just be content with it and just play defense, defense, defense for the rest of the game, putting 5, 6 men in the back. Because if they do that and they allow Real Madrid more time on the ball, Real will score. Real Madrid will score. So I don't think it's guaranteed Atletico will win if they score the first goal, but I'm pretty sure if Real scores the first goal, Real Madrid's going to win their undecima. And a lot of us neutral fans here want Atletico to win because they've never won a Champions League title, and the team has been working really hard. There's not many big stars on the team, but that's what makes them even greater, is that they're not full of stars like Real and Barca, but they're a great team. Emphasis on the word team. And Diego Simeone has put in a great amount of managing and effort into coalescing his squad, into having a great season, and I think they really do deserve to win this match. And I hope they win this match. So I'm going to stay with my prediction. It'll be a very tight game. Don't underestimate Real because they know how to get results. If it's a final, they know how to squeeze results out. I know they've only beaten Atletico one time in the last 12 matches, but that one time that they beat them was in the Champions League final. So there's definitely some experience there. But I'm going to stick with, guys, Atletico will win, and the score will be 1-0. And if it's not 1-0, it's still going to be a one-goal margin, maybe 2-1 in extra time. As far as goal scorers, I'm going to say Fernando Torres gets on the board. I'm going to say Fernando. Maybe Antoine Griezmann scores the second goal if it's necessary to win the match. So there you have it. Share your predictions below. Like, subscribe. Give me some feedback on what you think is going to happen, your expectations. And thanks for watching my video. And I'll see you guys on May 29th, the day after the final, to give my reaction. So until then, have a good night, everybody, and peace out.